Yo, yo, yo. This be your boy, King Chemo, and we also have Royalty, the Queen Green, in the house, chilling
Hey,
with us today.
hey everybody.
Yeah, say what's up to him.
Hey.
There you go. You heard that? She's saying what's up to y'all. Y'all gotta be gracious and welcoming to the Queen. So here we go. We're gonna talk about power. We would call this the Power Hour, but we're not really taking that much of your time. We're just gonna talk a little bit about how we felt about the first episode of season 6. So we were both watching it together. We were really enjoying it. I know you're like, it's weird that I'm not looking at her, but that's because I can see her from where I'm sitting. So it's not like I really have to look at her. You don't get that, but you won't get that. Here we go. Let's talk about it. So the opening. How did you feel about it, man? How was that going for you?
Um, it just left off where it was last season. Um, I mean, I didn't really care much about it, honestly.
Yeah, that opening was definitely a recap. I felt like the recap was really embodying the most important parts of what you needed to focus on as far as power. We seen a few clips about how Kanan died and stuff like that, but the glaring thing they kept showing was Kanan and Tyreek and all this picture of him picking up the ashes and shit like that. Like they wouldn't have shown. There's so many other things that happened in the last season of Power. For them to show that, it has to play some type of significance towards this season. So I'm already jumping into one of my predictions already, which I'm gonna get into in just a minute. But yeah, that's pretty much how I took that recap. I felt like it was something that the things to remember going into season 6.
I didn't really think too much of that part in the beginning. I was just trying to see what happened to Angela and
Oh man,
whether or not what was going to be her outcome. I
nah.
wasn't really paying too close attention to the whole Tyreek and Kanan dynamic at
Okay,
all.
we'll talk a little bit about Angela here. Before we talk about Angela, if you had not seen episode 6, well no, season 6, episode 1, if you have not seen it, you need to go ahead and get away from this video cuz there will be spoilers. I'm talking about Left Out Milk.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's the good kind of spoiled. When you see it at the top and it's clear at the bottom, you know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god, that's the worst. That is the worst kind of milk, yo.
It's the worst kind of milk, but hey, that's what we're talking here. So if you don't want any of that, you need to get the fuck on. Politely. Hit that subscribe button on your way out so you can watch this shit when you come back after getting through watching that shit. So, Angela. Why? 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 Babe, why?
It's so I thought it was so crazy that they had the sister come out and tell Ghost that she died. I wasn't even expecting I wasn't even expecting that because he was standing there all that time waiting and the sister came out or she showed up or whatever and she told him that she died. And I'm just like, wow. Her death really means nothing to me, honestly. And I didn't cry. I didn't shed a tear. I wanted her to die, honestly. I'm sorry. Like I feel like that was that her because getting in the picture was the beginning of the end of everything for Ghost, honestly. And he might not see it that way, but it was. Everything that happened after him seeing her in that club caused her death, pretty much. And it's like they had so many outs. Excuse me. They had so many outs and never took it and always fell back into that Romeo Juliet type of, oh well, I know we're not supposed to be together, but we're gonna make this work. No, you're not gonna make it work. It's never gonna work. And you should have known that. But y'all was so crazy in love that y'all thought it was gonna happen and no, it don't happen that way. It's not gonna be a fairy tale ending. somebody's gonna get hurt or somebody's going to prison, and somebody got hurt. It's just that simple. That's all I gotta say about that part. You don't got nothing to say?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you there. I mean, well, I feel like I'll get into how I felt about Angela because initially I didn't really. It was shocking because in the advertisement they made it seem like she was gonna still be alive. So for the advertisement for season 6, it was like I didn't kill Angela, and then you see her say you will, and then I'm just like, the fuck is there some type of secret something like is she gonna fake her death or something like that?
I was thinking that she was like faking her death when I mean it was going in my mind as they were like grieving her, but I'm just like there's no way she's alive. Like if she's dead, she's dead. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, but with this show, you never know what's gonna happen. So it's like she could be dead, but then she could not be dead. You just never know. And until I see them do that autopsy and crack her body open and put her in the grave, then I'm gonna think that anything is possible. Honestly, because you just never know. That's why I'm not finna shed a chill for her. I honestly don't feel bad for her. I don't have no sympathy towards her situation. She put herself in that situation. She had plenty of outs, like I said before, and she didn't take them. And I feel like their love situation, their love triangle was the ultimate kind of betrayal to his marriage, and it was a betrayal to his business, and it was betrayal to her career. So what do you think is gonna happen? It's too many betrayals going on, and it had to end like that. Well, that part of the show had to end like that. Excuse me. So I ain't shed no tears for her. I could really care less, honestly, about her being alive or dead. Or I'm glad she's kind of dead though.
Yeah. Let's talk about a little more about how Tariq is kind of like. I think it was real funny how like he was like at first like Ghosted and Tommy are fighting, and Tariq walk in and like, Uncle Tommy, Ghost, why are you fighting? And then like he's just like they blow it off, and then they start asking him about why he's not in school. And then he's like, yo, I need to talk to Uncle Tommy. Then like I know it ends up with Ghost saying, okay, you got 10 minutes. I'm just like, whoa, hold up.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird, and it's crazy. Did he really mention their names in that order like that?
I think it was something like that. I'd have to go back and look.
I think it's funny that he doesn't call him dad anymore.
I'm pretty sure he's calling him Ghost.
I think it's real funny that he doesn't call him dad anymore. That's number one. Number two, when he picked up that gun, I'm just thinking, who is he finna shoot? Cause I mean, I get that you see them fighting, but you didn't have to pick up that gun.
Well, I mean, they was obviously probably fighting over the gun one day.
No, they was well, no, cause no, they wasn't fighting over the gun.
So he did
They
pick
were
up
just
the gun
fighting.
like he
He
would have
picked it
shot.
up because it had got pushed over that way. You see what I'm saying?
So I'm guessing he probably just wanted to get it out. Either he was trying to get it out the equation, or because he ain't pointed at nobody, he just picked the
Yeah,
shit up.
that's true.
So I mean,
But before we realized that, I thought he was gonna point it at somebody.
yeah, I thought that too. So they wanted us to think that. That's why they had him do it like that. But the thing you got to really look at here is like another thing is when Tasha called him outside of school. He's like, "Boy, what you doing out of school?" He's like, "Yo, I gotta go do this thing. I need 2 hours." She's like, "No, get
She said
your
an
ass
hour.
back at school." He's like, "Okay, ma, just give me an hour. Just give me 1 hour."
Yeah.
Okay, 1 hour. I'm like, what is going on here?
No fucking parental control at all.
This is you.
It's
Can't,
never been parental control when it came to him. That's why their daughter got killed. Because no parental control when it came to her either. That's a good topic there is no parental control. They allow their kids to be too fucking nosy, to be too grown. My whole thing is either you're gonna have them in the business or you're not gonna have them in the business. But there's no gray area when it comes to how you're gonna parent. So either they're gonna be all about it or they're not gonna know shit at all. And Tariq is too bad of a fucking kid and too hard headed to not just be in it all. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's already done did too much to go back to being oblivious to what the fuck is going on. So why even try to play him as him being like innocent and still kid like? He's not kid like. That's a grown ass man in a kid fucking body, and he's like on some other shit. And I find it funny that they never asked him what it was that he had to do. What do you have to do with Tommy? Tommy ain't your father. Tommy ain't your mother. Like, what do you have to do with Tommy that supersedes what we're telling you to do right now? You know what I'm saying? Why wasn't that question asked? Once again, no parental control of that little hard headed ass nigga.
None whatsoever.
Period. And it seemed like the only person he did have like some type of respect for was Kanan. And he was the worst type of nigga. So that kind of, that makes you think like, it don't look too good for Tariq. But then you just never know because he a sneaky ass little nigga too. So I don't know. But I just felt like it was no parental control when it came to Tasha. She just let him do what he wanted to do, and when it came to Ghost, he just said fuck it, because it wasn't a part of his plan of getting rid of Tommy. But you know that's neither here or there.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in this episode. Well, it wasn't really that much. I think it was enough to where they were setting the table for things and stuff like that. Like, I think one of the most telling moments towards the end was when he was the most telling moments towards the end when he was trying to pretty much kill Tommy, and Tommy was like not in the car. You know, they had somebody that obviously looked like Tommy. My whole thing is, how did that conversation go with that guy that got shot up? I mean, like, who? What did they tell him?
That part happened when Tommy came to go get the product or whatever. He told him his check cleared and shit, and then he was just like, he spoke in Russian to the old boy. He was like, "Yeah, go do that thing I told you to do," or some shit like that. So when he hugged Tommy, he pulled Tommy keys out of his pocket and gave the keys to old boy and told old boy go get Tommy car.
And drive out there looking like Tommy and
But
get
he
shot.
didn't. But old boy didn't know he was the sacrificial lamb. Old boy Jason put him into that predicament with him not knowing what was gonna happen next.
Yeah, I think that's the crazy part. Like
That's mad fucked up on so many levels. But I already Ghost should have known that was not Tommy in that fucking car. Ghost just be acting so fucking stupid to be, for one, named Ghost, and for two, you are a major drug kingpin. What would make you think that Tommy was in that motherfucking car? Why didn't you go check? I don't understand. Y'all niggas are just doing like just stupid ass shit that doesn't make any sense. If y'all were real, true killers, why wouldn't you go check and make sure that nigga was dead?
yeah,
Why? Like,
it didn't make no sense. It just that's the only issue I have with it. Like we just got through here and Tasha tell what's his name, he didn't go check, and the only reason why he didn't go check is because he
yes,
didn't have an opportunity to. Now it's like, Ghost had all the opportunity and time in the world as far as he knew, and he decided to take that time to make his dash. He had a silencer on the weapon, all that good shit. Like, he really had all the time he needed to inspect the scene, and he didn't. So that was a flaw that will come bite him in the ass. He's gonna end up thinking, like, if you watch the preview for the next episode, at the end of it, he's like, everybody needs to think I'm dead. So Tommy's really like planning some mass, it's a big ass about to bite Ghost in the ass type situation, and none of what he did is bringing Angela back. So that's basically, and I think really towards the end, because I think we pretty much covered everything important in the episode so
nah, no,
far.
we didn't.
What
We
we
ain't
what we
talk
missed?
about Lala's bitch ass.
Oh, go ahead and get it in.
La, aka Keisha. Ooh, the disdain I have for you as a character, the hate I have for you as a real person. I'm just I don't mean to be a hater, because I mean overall I don't have nothing against Lala, for real. I don't know her, but her as this character is just making me sick. The first thing I'm gonna bring up, we're gonna go back a few seasons. You was always that bitch that was like, oh, I don't want to get into nothing. I don't want to get into shit. I don't want to cause no problems. I want to be able to live my life, take care of my son Cash, that we never seen ever in life. In none of the episodes and none of the seasons had we ever seen her son. And now all of a sudden this nigga is a teenager and like over there going through your person shit. So that automatically makes us think that he's a badass kid. Automatically we gonna think that he's a badass kid. We don't even know him like that. So y'all automatically put him in that shit. Talking about, oh, where's Tommy? First off, why are you asking me questions about the nigga that I'm fucking? That's not your daddy. You see what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, she's just, I don't know. She's just stupid as fuck. And she's like a fucking oxymoron. How in all those 5 seasons you were on some, well, I'll say 4. Those first 4 seasons, you was on some, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Over here telling Tasha, oh, well, you over here using me. You over here using my shop. Then you turn around and for some dick from Tommy, you over here finna this get rid of fucking evidence. What I think you should have did was held on to that shit, but that's a whole nother story. But you get rid of evidence and you over here talking about, oh, if you need me, I'm here. What? What happened to that bitch that was in the fucking first 4 seasons that was worrying about her son, worrying about her shop, worrying about her money? What happened to that bitch? What happened? All of a sudden now you want some gangster bullshit. You not a gangster. You finna get fucked up. You finna get fucked up. And you a grimy ass bitch. You a hating ass bitch because you seen how Tasha was living. So now you feel like, okay, well, since Tasha was living that life, I could fucking live that life too. But you not gangster like Tasha. Let's just keep that 100. Let's just put that out there. You not gangster like Tasha. You not. So I'm gonna need you to fall all the way back. Like, I just feel like she's a clown. And I feel like she's pretty much contradicting herself because of all those other seasons how she was. Point blank and period. And then for your son to come out of nowhere this season, y'all didn't even lead up to him. Well, yeah, you kind of did, but why this season? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. You should have just kept him as a fucking ghost too. Cause it's like I just don't like her. Period.
Yeah,
Period.
you know.
And Tommy's never gonna wife you up. I need you to understand. He's never going to wife you up. You're not white and you're not a redhead, so he's not gonna wife you up. He's gonna keep fucking you. So yeah.
Well, I know this. That's her opinion on Lala. You know, I don't really care for Lala too much either. But at the same token, now that we gotten that out the way, which is a good point, we need to talk about predictions. And I have one.
So you don't have no feelings towards Lala. I mean, towards Keisha at all.
I can't really comment because I already said I just don't really like the character like that. It just doesn't. It doesn't seem like a fully fleshed out character. She's a plot device. You know, she's only really utilized when she's there to kind of propel the story forward. Like, it's never really, like you said, you never see her son. Why? Because we get that little look. It's so tiny. Only reason why she has a backstory is because she has to have a backstory. Otherwise, she's just a plot device. So with Lala just being a plot device, and they're not really hiding that too well. But, you know, overall, I still enjoy it. You know, I try to ignore that, and it bothers me when I look at it a little bit like she's a plot device. What are you going to do this time? They're showing you, what are you going to do? Something's going to go wrong. You're going to do, when I see her throwing that shit into the lake, I was like, how you going to fuck this up, Lala? How you going to fuck this up? You know,
Looking all behind her back like somebody following you. You're not that important. Nobody's following you.
I wonder if anybody sees me, and if so, let me look really suspicious so they would look.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
you a cornball. Like
if I ever
Tommy
did,
is using you.
if I ever did anything that's suspicious, I can expect to go to jail if it was in front of law enforcement. Like that's you don't that's not sneaking at all. But that's a whole nother story. We'll get
Got the
into.
big ass trench coat, the fucking Scully hat.
You got all the stereotypical.
Looking
I'm sneaking.
crazy.
You might as well put the swiper no swiping sweater on, the big ass S, because you really look like you like just do. We see your ass swiper. You ain't fooling nobody. That big ass S on your shirt. We know who you are. So yeah, you know what you coming to do. You coming to swipe. It's no, you coming to sneak. So at the end of the day,
And in every scene, looking like you ready to get dick down. That was another thing too. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, Tommy? I thought you got caught. Da, da, da. What? Just negative. Like you supposed to be like, yo, did you handle that? Oh, you didn't handle that? All right. Well, we gonna have to get him next time. That's what a real bitch does. That's what. Notori, whatever her fucking name is, Tasha. That's what the fuck she does. She's not over here talking about, oh yeah, thought you got caught. Da, da, da. What? What? You supposed to be, if you gonna be a down ass bitch, you ain't supposed to think that your man gonna get fucking locked up. You supposed to be like, okay, well, you ain't get him, we gonna have to get. That's what Holly was. You're not Holly. You are a pawn in fucking Tommy's fucking master game, and you gonna get used. You gonna lose your son, and that's just what it's gonna be. And if you don't, you gonna be looking crazy at the end.
Yeah.
I just don't like her character, and I don't like her. Ever since she showed her titties in season, what was it, 2? She thinks she the bitch, and she's not. Like, you're not that bitch, Lala. You're not. All you did was make Carmelo look crazy out here in these streets. Was showing your titties on national TV.
Showing them tatas. You shouldn't have been doing that, Lala. There's just so many things I didn't. Because you're a plot device. It's like, I could see if you was really a fully fleshed out character with the possible episode with portions dedicated to your life and stuff like that. We don't get none of that.
Never do we get that.
And they made you show your titties. You should feel ashamed. So at the end of the day, it's just like, that's why I don't have nothing to really say about her. Like, I didn't want to say all that, but
I needed to get that off my chest. Because I just don't like her.
yeah,
I don't like her character. I don't like her. Come to find out, she did fucking Carmelo wrong. I mean, not wrong, but she did the nigga that she was with. She like cheated on the nigga that she was with to fuck with Carmelo, and then you going around talking about, oh, Carmelo ain't shit, and he put your ass on. Like, fuck out of here.
That's a whole nother subject.
It really is, but it goes into who she is on the show too.
Not really.
Yes, it does. She's a grimy ass bitch.
On the show, it's pretty much, she's limited in her ability to impact anything, and it's surprising that we care about anything that goes on with her at all, because we don't have enough emotional stake in Lala on that show. But let's get back to my predictions. I need a whole little thing for that. Predictions. Cinnamon, get up here. All right, look over there. Look. Predictions. So we'll put that up there. Okay, bye, Cinnamon. Get out of here. You go. Get out of here.
Go.
Get. Okay, she gonna lay down. All right. Predictions, y'all. So what we got here is my prediction. The only prediction that I have. I don't know. Do you have any predictions?
I can't come to no conclusions yet.
I think I'm pretty concluded.
I think overall, we don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I feel like somehow neither Tommy or Ghost is gonna die, but I just don't know. And it's gonna be funny to see how they bring Dre into this whole situation whenever he comes back.
Yeah, you know.
So right now, I really have no predictions. I just have like my final thoughts, but I'll wait till you do your predictions for that.
Okay, okay. Well, I'll make my predictions. I'll keep it short and sweet because I only have so many. It's just one. One right now. Just for right now until I see how some more things unfold. We'll probably see if I have more predictions later as well. I feel like this one is pretty solid, guys. I feel like it's really solid. Like, I think Tariq is Kanan's son. Why? Because there was this scene early on. I'm not sure if it was last season or the season, whichever season Kanan died in, which was
Last
yeah,
season.
last season. There was a scene to where Kanan and Tasha had some type of interaction in a hallway, and Kanan was acting mad, fresh with Tasha. Like it was like touching her hair, some shit. Like it just felt too personal, as if he's been there before. And Tasha just has this dislike for him so strong. I'm thinking that's really Kanan's son, and Ghost never knew. But then if we say that, then that means that Raina was also Kanan's son,
Daughter.
daughter.
Not technically, not really.
It's possible, isn't it?
Oh no, they twins, yes, but it could be two sperm.
Ooh.
Raina is more like Ghost, and Tariq is more like Kanan.
Yeah.
So Tasha is a nasty ass bitch if it popped off like that, but then it's a prediction. We don't know where it's going.
We don't know where it's going, but I just feel like that's where it's going. If you look, I don't know if you guys have Cody. If you don't have Cody, but yeah. If you don't have Cody, you need to go ahead and get that. But we did see that there is on the last episode's called Like Father, Like Son. Now you could look at that so many ways. You could look at it like maybe the simple way would be, maybe Tyreek becomes more like Ghost. But then what is Ghost? Nothing like what Tyreek is becoming. Tyreek seems like he's becoming more like Kanan. And then I think that's what they're talking about there. There's no other son that they could be talking about. So yeah. That's my prediction, guys. All right, well, go ahead and your final thoughts then, babe.
Uh, yeah, i I'm trying. I think you kind of hit that nail on the head because there's no other character where we could put that like father like son model to. I was just thinking like Tommy and Teresi, but Tommy would never become a snitch. He'll rather die before he does that.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost, who, what, like father like son, what? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We can't put him towards. It won't go with him. Um, Dre, we don't know him like that, and he's no like son to nobody. So the only the only right thing would be probably Kanan and Tariq because those are the only two that it works well with. But my final thoughts about the thing was, to me, it kind of started. It's kind of slow, but once again, it's the first episode, so it's not gonna really be popping off like that, like that. Um, I thought that I don't know. I don't think Silva is dead. That's a major thing too. I don't think he's dead. But then again, you never know.
Did he have an on-screen death?
All you seen was Ghost snuff him. That's all I can remember. He, I don't remember him dying, but I remember Ghost kind of like coming from the back. Once Tasha drove off, I remember him like kind of coming from the back on Silva, but I don't remember him. I don't know if he actually died. Um, then so I don't think he's dead. That's my final thought on that. Um, I don't really have nothing to say about Tasha right now. Lala, I don't like. Can't stand her character is just stupid to me. Um, Tommy, I think Tommy is going to become a liability, and Jason's going to kill him off or something like that. I don't know. And Ghost, I don't know. So my final thought is I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens next. Maybe I'll have a better, insightful final thought on the next one.
Nice. I think we'll have to do the same. I'll have to do the same thing. We'll just all have to wait and see what happens. But in the meanwhile, I definitely want to thank you for checking out the Not So Power Hour. Because it's not really the Power Hour. It's more like the Power Minute, Power Jog, whatever. Anyway, thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you on the next episode. Toodles.